Yo, can everybody hear me? Let me. Heartbreaking. That's really the only words that I can come up with right now um, to describe how I feel. Right now, I have a lot of mixed emotions. Okay, on one hand, I'm really happy with what Carolina showed this season. I'm really happy with what the Panthers showed in a game where the whole world didn't give them an opportunity. The whole world thought that they was going to get embarrassed. The whole world came into the game with us as 10.5 point underdogs. The disrespect there was completely fucking ridiculous. I think that this team this season really grew up. We saw the Panthers grow up right in front of our eyes this year. We saw a team that went from immature, making immature mistakes, immature decisions as an organization, to grow up to respectable young men. That's what we saw in the 2025 year of the Carolina Panthers. I knew that this game was going to be tough. I knew that this was going to be a game that we would have to come in, compete. We would damn near had to play a flawless game in order for us to win this game. And it was for two reasons that I felt that way. Number one, it's hard to beat any team in the NFL two times. Super hard to do that. Number two, this is one of the QB. This was one of the Super Bowl favorites. The quarterback is still Matthew Stafford, MVP favorite. They still have probably this season was the best wide receiver in the NFL in Puka Nakua. Devontae Adams, we already know what he is. Kobe Parkinson, all of those weapons that those guys got. I knew that we would have to play a perfect game in order for us to win. What I'm happy about, though, we got down 14-0, and I never felt like we were out of it. I never felt that. I never felt like we didn't have a chance to come back and win a game, especially a playoff game, something that nobody expected us to be at. I never felt when we were down 14-0 yesterday that this game was over. That is a change. That is a step in the right direction. That is showing the growth. This team grew up in front of your eyes this year. They took a team that nobody gave us an opportunity to the fucking brink. The quarterback that everybody questioned. Was he a real quarterback? Was he too small? The inconsistencies that he's shown. Bryce Young showed yesterday and earned the respect of everybody that's a fucking football fan. He earned that yesterday. Bryce Young put the fucking world on notice yesterday. If you had your doubts about Bryce Young, he erased them all yesterday. He did everything that he was supposed to do to give us a chance to win the game yesterday. You can't ask more from what Bryce Young gave us yesterday. You can't. This guy played his fucking heart out. He did everything that he could to win that football game yesterday. Now, here's the other part of it, the good with the bad. We made a lot of mistakes in that game yesterday. Number one, football is a 60-minute game. Yes, we were able to come back. Yes, we responded to 14 unanswered points. Yes, we played a hell of a second half, but you cannot get down 14-0 in the playoff game, man. You just can't do it, right? The mistakes that we made early, I feel like if we would have came away with some type of points early, field goal, we didn't even give too many chances for Fitzgerald early in the game to even kick a field goal. We were aggressive on fourth down, which, listen, you can't be mad at Canales for being aggressive in that situation in our own territory early in the game. We are 68% on fourth down in the NFL this year. That ranks second and third in the NFL this year on fourth down. I understand the calls to go for it. Anything that was under 4th and 5, you had to go for it. That's our MO. That's what Detroit Lions did last year. We were aggressive team on 4th. You got to make the calls, right? You I I 100% respect those decisions to go for it on 4th. Okay? But the problem was when we needed big third down conversions, we couldn't do it. Third down, we continue to struggle on those, specifically early in the game. Chuba Hubbard out in the flat. Bryce puts the ball on the money. Was it a perfect pass? Absolutely not. But he's in the NFL. He has 30 to 40 yards in front of him. He drops a big 4th down. Unacceptable. Third down. Unacceptable, Chuba Hubbard. The run game also didn't get going again today. I think that Canales got away from it too early. I do think that Canales got away from that. I think that Rico Duato probably played his last down in Carolina. About the last month of the season, you can say it's his fault or not his fault. Rico Duato has not been productive. He hasn't. About the last 4 to 5 weeks to end the year, including this playoff game, he's been unproductive. You don't see the explosion like you saw with him earlier in the year. You don't see his ability to get to the second level. I don't know if that's offensive line play. I'm not sure. I just know that he hasn't been as effective as he was as early on in the year. I don't know if they're going to sign him to another deal. I even seen Trevor Etienne get a touch yesterday in a playoff game. I don't know if Rico Duato's still going to be here heading into next year. I don't know. What I will say, though, Xavier Legette experiment should end when the clock hit 0 yesterday. You have to get Xavier Legette out of town. He's not a good player. He's not. He's not a good player. Jimmy Horn, what I will say, listen, he's a rookie. He's a 5th, 6th round pick. Did he drop a big third down? Yeah. Am I really pissed off at him about it? No, because again, he's a rookie trying to make a play like that in a game where he doesn't get a lot of reps. He didn't get a lot of playing time. He hasn't been in those situations throughout the year. We haven't played him enough. Him dropping that passes, he just hasn't played enough. He's a rookie. He still needs reps. Ted McMillan has played every fucking offensive snap this season. You still need to be exposed to those third down critical situations. I'm not blaming that third down on Jimmy Horn. He dropped the ball. Tough situation to be in. Yeah, it could have extended the drive. But man, listen, we got to be better on 1st and 2nd down. And I know that I'm criticizing the offense, and a lot of people are going to sit up here and say, well, Wavez, the offense gave us an opportunity. The offense played their asses off. I'm not late. They played their asses off. Early in the game, they didn't play their asses off, but they played their asses off late. We got up. We were up 2 minutes to go in the game. You had a chance to close it. Y'all got to forgive me this morning, man. If I'm hesitating, y'all, I am extremely hungover. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I drunk a lot yesterday, and my energy levels are just fucking low. I'm not even going to lie to you all. Um, what I will say though, you need to find a third wide receiver behind Jalen Coker and Ted McMillan. You have to lock up Jalen Coker to a long-term deal this offseason. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but I think you got to extend him for the next 3 to 4 years. Jalen Coker he's probably been our most consistent wide receiver all year. Outside of Ted McMillan, we know what Ted is, we know what he had, but if you're talking about coming up with big catches in the biggest moment, Jalen Coker has been there for the Carolina Panthers. You have to lock Jalen Coker up to a long-term deal. Okay. So I'm going to start with the offensive side of the ball. And we're going to have some people come up here today, man. The link is out there for anybody that want to pull up to the chat today, guys. I'm letting y'all run the show. Like I said, man, I am hung the fuck over. It is by the grace of God that I am on here right now. Listen, You also got to get a playmaking tight end. There is no threat of a tight end at all on this football team. Tight ends change the dynamic of games. It changes what a defense has to do. That's what it does. It makes the middle of the field more congested so the outsides can have more freedom. There's no threat of tight end play. Shout out to Greg Olsen in the game that he called, but he said that. Greg Olsen said that you don't have a tight end threat here on the offensive side of the ball. You need a tight end presence that can get behind linebackers, that can take advantage of the mismatches of linebackers on tight end. You need a dynamic tight end here in Carolina, and I don't think that they're on the roster. Saunders, I don't think that he's it. I think that Trimble is serviceable because he's a better blocker than he is a catcher, but he's serviceable. But you need a guy, man, that can go and make plays and make tough catches and take advantage of mismatches across the middle. That can give Bryce, when you're in them third and longs, man, that can get behind those linebackers and make a play for Bryce when he's extending plays with his legs. You got to have that. So I don't. I I think that the third wide receiver, you need a slot wide receiver guy. I think that you need a playmaking tight end. And I think that it's time to start building some depth. Iquanu got hurt. The extent of his injury hasn't come out, but it didn't look good in the game. If it is something long term, you don't have a starting left tackle heading into next year. You're going to have to try to, either tie up K Mays, somebody. I think K Mays did a good job coming in. Um, I you're going to have to get you're going to have to get depth behind the tackles. Taylor Moton is coming to the end of his career. Iquano could be possibly out long term. You're going to have to put some depth on the offensive line. The guards are there. The guards are there. They're good. They're locked up. You're going to have to start developing some younger guys behind the tackles. It's time to start grooming somebody else there. That's all we need to do on the offensive side of the ball. Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks. I saw him on the sideline. He was at the game. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he won't. I don't know if he'll be the same player after two major knee injuries. ETN probably will start to get more touches. I don't know if Dwaddle is back. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say no, that he's not back. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Now, let me get to this fucking defense. And y'all got to be patient with me this morning. Like I said, I'm hungover as fuck. I'm trying to get some water in my fucking system. Listen, I'm going to say this part too. On the defensive side of the ball, your number one priority as an organization this year is to get a proven pass rusher. You don't have nobody on this roster right now that can get to the quarterback. You don't. You have nobody at all. Everybody want to blame that last drive on the defense. Guys, Matthew Stafford had all fucking day to throw the ball, bro. Matthew Stafford had all day to throw the ball. There was nobody that can get to the quarterback. I think that your resources, this you have to spend a chunk of your resources on getting a proven pass rusher. That's what the fuck this defense is missing. Okay? You're missing somebody that can consistently get after the quarterback. You don't have it. Nick Scorton is turning into an animal. Okay. I think that he's going to be a hybrid type of guy. I think he's going to be able to drop back into a linebacker position. He's also going to be a edge guy, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to give you 10 plus sacks a season. I don't see that yet with him. He's showing a lot of promise. He's going to be legit. He's going to be legit, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to be able to get to the quarterback consistently. I think he's going to be a hybrid edge / linebacker. He plays the flats well. He plays the run well. He plays screens well, but he's not a guy that's going to give you 10 plus sacks a season. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. If you're me, right, and if I was Dan Morgan and I'm Canales, I'm trading my first round pick to the Raiders for Max Crosby. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. That is your only missing piece on the defensive side of the ball. Mike Jackson has had a all pro type of season. And I'm going to tell you about him. Right now, Mike Jackson is a better corner than JC Horn. I'm telling you right now. Mike Jackson is a better cornerback than JC Horn is right now. You, I'm so glad that we locked up Mike Jackson last season because if we had to pay him again this offseason, that nigga would throw the bag at us, bro. Not only did Mike Jackson lead the league in pass breakups, Mike Jackson led the NFL in pass breakups this season. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you motherfuckers didn't know that, bro. Bet y'all didn't know that. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Listen, first round exit. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure you hit the fucking subscribe button. Guys, we have been live now for 19 straight weeks, man. Show love to your boy, man. Hit that cash app for the nigga, man. I need new shit to put up here. I need new cameras. Y'all support me by supporting the channel. All funds, man. Any donations is gratefully appreciated. If anything, for the motherfucking consistency that your boy have been bringing y'all this year. We've been live every fucking week for 19 straight weeks. Guys, Mike Jackson, I'm so glad that we locked him up when we locked him up. JC Horn, he's paid. He's going to continue to be a stud corner. Um, One thing that I think that he's going to have to start working on in his game. I know he's a physical guy. I understand that. He's a physical fucking corner. But I think that he's going to have to start becoming a little bit better. Number one, with his tackling. And then two, he's going to also have to start proving with how handsy he can get sometimes. A lot of time he can get so handsy that it's a hold and it's a big penalty on him. He had a lot of pass interference calls on him this year. Got to work on that aspect of his game. Christian, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up, man. I'm trying to pull myself together on here, bro. I'm out of it. Go ahead, Christian.
Well, I'm gonna start with the defense and get with the offense. I don't blame any player. To me personally, I don't think it's that we don't have a pass rusher. I think a lot of guys are being played out of position. Like Princely and Yellum, bro, like he's getting played out of position because I've seen him. He has the ability to get to the quarterback, and he's a rookie as well. We drafted him in the second round as well. I think a lot of guys are being played out of position. I think we need a new defensive coordinator. I think it's time to switch up the scheme. I do think we do need an edge rusher by getting Max Crosby. That is the deal to make. And I do think we need to get a new defensive coordinator. Brian Flores is the person that we need because he will have the. You'll see when you get Brian Flores in here, you're gonna be like, damn, these guys can play. Yes, they can play. J.C. Horn has been struggling because he's being put in terrible situations where there's no help on the backside because of how the scheme is. And a lot of times it hasn't really been all JC Horn. Like some of that has been, but for the most part, he's been played out of position. Even last year, where it was like, man, JC's getting burnt, but he has no backside help because of how the scheme is. And Evero playing his prevent defense, he has to go. He should not make it out of the building. He should be escorted out. The key card should not work. He should be gone because these players play out of their minds on defense. I'm not blaming not one player. Even Nick Scott is getting played out of position because there was times where Nick Scott, you like, whoa, Nick Scott can ball. Then it's like, then he getting burnt. That's because he's getting played out of position. It's not the players. So I don't blame the players. I blame Evero because his team does not look. This does not fit this team. So he needs to go. Defensively, that just completely burned us. We can actually, the thing is, when you actually let us play man to man, we actually were playing a whole lot better on Puka and Devontae. When he went away from that, they scored. So that shows you right there that's not a player problem. That's a scheme problem. As far as the offense, I have no problems with Canales being the head coach, but he's gonna have to give up the offensive play calling sticks. And it's time for a new OC because that last 30, 32 seconds was terrible. And this is where
Yeah.
you need somebody
Do
like
you
Mike
think that
McDaniel.
the play calling was bad there, or it just wasn't shit
No, no, no,
open, man?
no. It's not that. No, no, no. So the thing is, this is how you know you're a great offensive play caller. Yeah, you got some plays, but when it's time to really scheme somebody open, we got the players to get open. But the scheme, if you look at the schematically, the scheme you cannot get open. The same thing happened in the Cardinals game. When it's time to scheme somebody open, you cannot get open. And we have been awful with getting down the field with 30 something seconds because when you got to go to what's my best play, he doesn't know what's the best play. I think it's time for a new offensive coordinator. He's a good head coach, but it's too much trying to be the head coach and offensive coordinator. We need a new scheme on offense because it's a lot of times like Jimmy Horn. I don't blame him for dropping that pass because I blame the coaching staff for not having him in rhythm. He should have been getting the ball.
Yeah, he wasn't getting no reps all year.
That's what I'm saying. So
He
I
wasn't
don't
getting no
blame him.
reps all year. I can't get mad at Jimmy Horn for that.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at him for that because he should have been playing. Now, for me personally, I'm not paying the running back. I'm not paying him at all. I'm
Yeah,
not paying
Waddle.
I'm not paying Dwaddle. I think we need to go ahead and go get the tight end, Kyle Pitts. I think it's time we need to get him. He played it. He only had 4 drops this year, and we need to get Kyle Pitts. That's who we need on offense right now.
Yeah, we got Big Bro in the motherfucking building. Go ahead, Big Bro.
What's going on, Panther Nation, man? Good morning to everybody. Sorry, my voice kind of gone, man. I'm trying to get it back. I was in the bank yesterday, man, for the game, and I will say this, man. Listen, and I recommend anybody that haven't been to a Panther playoff game, man, definitely can. I mean, try to go, man, at least once because yesterday, and I've been to a lot of Panthers games. Um, the energy in that stadium, man, the vibe in the stadium was fucking insane, man. Yesterday, man, that's like I said, best experience that I've had as a fan so far. Is watching the Panthers play. And again, it was the stadium was packed with Panthers fans. It wasn't no Rams. I seen a few Rams fans in there, but the city showed up. Panthers fans showed up. And they put on for this team, man, and which I love to see, because it was electric in there. Thoughts for the game. Listen, you know, I said it in the pre-live yesterday. The game was gonna be closer than what people thought, and that's what it was, man. Starting with the offense. Hey, the offense put up 31 points, with no run game at all, yesterday. Bryce Young, played his ass off, man. Listen, again, I said this 1,000 times. If you're still not a believer in BY number 9, as our quarterback of this future and of this team, then get the hell on somewhere because man, the dude played his ass off. Shout out to Bryce Young. Shout out to fucking Jalen Coker, man. Coker, phenomenal. I've been said that too. Coker, and again, I love Ted, and I like what Ted is, and he's what he's becoming, man. But Coker, to me, man, he's our best receiver, man. I see it like the dude can just flat out fucking play and catch the ball.
He
I mean,
made the biggest catches
he
in the
makes
biggest moments.
yeah, he make the tough catches. He don't drop nothing. If you've been watching Coker all season, he don't drop nothing. Right there, there's no he not making this. Oh, Bryce should do here and that. No, wherever Bryce puts the
If
ball,
he miss, if he missed the catch, it's because Bryce didn't put it on the money. Well, put it where it needed to go.
you know what I'm saying?
You don't really
Right. I
drop
mean,
passes, man.
yeah,
You don't.
if it hit his hands, he not dropping it. That's what I'm trying to say with Coker. But shout out to Coker, man. Again, he's him and Ted are number one and two, two receivers, going for it. Those are guys, right? Leggett, listen, I I I, I really wanted Leggett to work. I did, man. I had a lot of high hope for Leggett, but he's dropped to about our fourth or fifth receiver at this point. So again, they may keep him because he on the only rookie
And
deal.
this nigga pulled up to the stadium on a fucking horse to do that shit. Like
Right.
what the fuck? This some bitch rode his horse to the goddamn stadium to do nothing at all.
Yeah, and
Like what
again,
the fuck?
maybe that's his problem. He too focused on the outside stuff of football. I don't know, but again, he's not he doesn't play
He
consistent enough
might
and well
thrive in a
enough.
different system. He might
Could
need it.
could be
He
could
could
be
thrive in a different system, maybe.
maybe again, but again here it's not working for him. Again, if we do keep him, he's like our fourth receiver at best. So but yeah, shout out. I've shout out to Canales. Like I said, still on the offense side. Canales, I
Did
do,
y'all hear his speech in the locker room, man? Canales, man, had a hell of a speech at the end of that game, man. I think that he's our guy, bro.
No,
I
Canales is our head coach. Like, listen, no, I've never wavered that he's not our head coach. Only issue that I've had with him all season is I do think he should give up the play calling. But I do think he is our head coach of this team, and I know that for a fact. I ain't gonna say I think I know that for a fact because what he has done
he
in
changed the
his
culture.
second year, yep, for this team. Going from year one 5 wins to the second year 8 wins, NFC South champions, and the playoff game where we fought our tails out where everybody had us a 10.5 point favorite. Rams were
That was
10.5 point
bullshit,
favorites.
man. I still
Um,
won't get over that, y'all.
so
I still won't get over that. There's no way in hell that we should have been a 10.5 point underdog
absolutely
at home against a team we've already beaten.
right,
That shit that shit right there. I don't know what the fuck Vegas was thinking about, but whoever put them lines out, man, that shit was an insult to that show you just what the narrative think about Carolina, bro.
yeah, they is, but we proved yesterday and proved this season, man, that Carolina's not in the slumps no more, man. Yeah, the few years, the last 10 years, yes, we have. We've been considered if not the shit show of the league, and Panthers can't do anything. We're terrible. But this year and that game yesterday put us on the map. When you come to play Carolina, man, play this type of team, you gotta bring your A game, because again, we took the Rams to the brink,
We
yesterday.
did in a game that
Um,
nobody gave us a chance in.
right. So, shout out to them. Um, I'll move over to the defense, man. So the defense, yesterday, first let me say this, man. Uh, I do think what Avero has done, this season with the defense, he's done an amazing job. So I'll give a shout out to Avero. I'll give him that shout out. Now, as far as the game yesterday, what's consistently has shown, and this has shown itself all season, we do not have a pass rush
At
um,
all.
at all. Like nothing. We don't have a pass rush at all. Nobody that can get to the quarterback.
Hey, shout out to my cousin, man. Shout out to my motherfucking cousin John, man, with the cash out, bro. Appreciate it, man. He said DoorDash some Gatorade, bro. Goddamn
um,
Big
yeah,
bro.
what's up? What up? What up? Cuz? But yeah, man. We don't have a pass rush, so we obviously got to address that because Stafford was able to pick us apart yesterday. Second thing, man. Again, there was too many instances where they was able to put us Rose Boomer specifically, man, in weird
Oh, they did
situations
Rose Boom dirty yesterday,
where
boy.
he had the
Tell
guard,
him about it, bro.
Puka Nakuka, Puka and Devontae Adams, man, like
Across the middle, one
across
on
the middle,
one.
like that's a mismatch, man. And I'm gonna say, shout out to the Rams offensive coordinator for making it, putting them in
Sean
position to do
McVay is
that.
one of the best of all time.
Yeah, he is. You could
He
tell.
one of the best. He's one of the best play callers of all time. I'm letting
Yep,
everybody know that right now. The
yep.
the, the way that call to send Cody Parkinson on that wheel route up there in the red zone, one on one with the smaller Morick. And listen, Morick played a hell of a listen. You can't play that better than what Morick played that fucking play. What Morick, the defense that Morick played on that play, that was great defense, man. That was
Yeah,
just a hell of
yeah.
a throw and a hell of a catch
Hell of a
by him.
catch. Yep. I mean, you couldn't answer. Listen. you couldn't ask for a better defense from Mork on that. So that was great. But like I said, the defense, yesterday they gave up a lot. Like we knew Puka was gonna get off. They gave up a lot yesterday. I mean, they played solid, but again, and I told Wavez this offline, when your offense put up 31 points in most games, you usually expect to win.
especially in the playoffs. Especially
You
in the
know,
playoffs.
right? Because everybody, before this game, would talk about how the offense, has been struggling, and we ain't put up points. So they did it. They did it yesterday.
Hey,
The
but can I
offense,
get my respect though, big bro? I want to say one thing,
yeah,
man. Can I get credit? But didn't I say that the Panthers was gonna be able to
he
score a lot of
did.
points in the
Yep.
air? Yeah,
Wait, he did in the pregame, the pre-live yesterday. For those that didn't check it out, Waze did say that the Panthers, would be able to put up points against the Rams. So give him his
they
credit.
they secondary they secondary is not good. Their defensive line is hell, but they
Yeah.
secondary not good at all, man. The Rams don't
Nah,
have a
they
good secondary.
they not. We was able to drive the ball down the field in the air consistently, man. And listen, there was guys. I would say this, man, and then everybody else can go. There were there was probably about 3 or 4 plays in that game was the difference between winning and losing,
That's
right?
facts. That's
I, I'm
facts.
I'm telling you, man. So
What's your
we're
three?
close.
What's your three? That I'm gonna let CLT go.
So
What's your three?
my three, um, my three is that swing pass to Hubbard.
Oh my God,
Hubbard,
Schubert
he had about 30, 40 yards. If he would have caught that pass, he had about an open field. It was nobody on that
some
side of the
fine
field.
shit just walked in.
Um, 30, he had about 30 or 40 yards that he could have ran. The ball hit him in his hands. There's no excuse there. You got to make that play. That would have kept the drive moving. Then there was a play on third down to Leggett across the middle. He dropped it. He dropped the ball. That would have kept. I felt like we were able to push more, take more time off the clock. If he would have picked up that third down. So that was my third one, and then the interception, dropped interception that my man had,
That
Scott.
was a
Even though
fuck.
listen and give a shout out to Puka because he did make a play on that, but you
You gotta have
gotta
strong hands on
you
that.
gotta have hands to come down with the interception. Because if we were to get that turnover right
We
there,
won the game. We win the
that's
game.
it. That's it, man. I mean, because that was critical. You know what I'm saying? Because they scored on the next play. So those are my 3 plays, man. So guys, we were 3 plays close to winning that game. And we having a different conversation right now, man. So the Panthers, man, listen, we got a lot to build off of, man.
Oh, we got a lot more to talk about, man. We got CLT in the motherfucking building. CLT, go ahead, bro. What's your thoughts on the game?
What's up, fellas, man? It's a tough loss, man, but we fought. Exciting. I didn't make it to the game, but you can feel the energy through the damn screen. You can hear
Right
the
through the
energy through the
screen, bro. That
through the
shit
screen.
sounded so. I ain't seen a Panther game sound so loud on TV than what the fuck I heard yesterday. That shit was loud as hell in that motherfucker, bro.
And I don't know if it's fake fandom or what, but I'll take it. That just raised the bar and the standard for next year and years to come. Um, like the player
Take a
said,
lighter
man, the legends came back, turned the city up. Tech pay homage, to Cam.
with the
Cam a big,
dab. Yep.
yeah, Cam, you know, a big monument to the city. We appreciate him. There'll never be another
And
Cam.
shout out to Tepper
I
too, bro. Not to cup you off, but he made it right with Cam. That
definitely
was a
made it
big.
right.
That was a big step. He made it right with Cam, y'all.
This season, everything that was done this season puts the franchise and the market back in the space that it needs to be. It gives hope for the future. Everything that we've done this year, the fight them boys put up this year, the underestimated, the disrespect that we done received all year. You know what I'm saying? We was never supposed to be in this situation. We fought all game. When we was down 14, them boys
We
did
didn't
not give up.
waver. We didn't waver.
Them boys did not give up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't believe in our quarterback. And sometimes this year I can say I did give Bryce a lot of blame, but the kid showed me resilience. The kid showed me that he can be a leader of men. With the proper uh pieces to help him. I think we
Yes,
have
sir.
our quarterback. Like they said, we need to help Pat. I feel like the pass rush will give Bryce Young shorter field. With short
Yep.
field, Bryce is money. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Four for
Facts.
four, 4 for 4 in the red zone. Bryce is money. You know what I'm
His
saying?
Yep.
So
escapability is dangerous too, bro.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Bryce
so we
Young, Bryce Young is. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you really want to think about this season, he's probably had the best escapability out of any quarterback this year, as far as getting out of the pocket.
Yeah,
Like literally.
I definitely believe that. But now the only thing is I have with that, film is going to get watched this year, and he roll out left every time. He got to switch it up. He roll out left every time. He
Yeah.
can't turn his back and keep rolling left. He gonna have to adjust that just a little bit, step up, do something a little
Yeah.
different because they got film on him, and now people is believing what we believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
sir.
so what I had to say is I love the boys. I've been telling people all year. I've been telling y'all Mike Jack is a true number two, possibly a number
Yeah.
one. Yeah, you're going to get beat sometimes. That's the name of the
Yeah.
position. But
And I
but
fuck,
but,
man. I
but
fuck with Mike Jack,
the nigga
man.
Mike
Yeah.
Jack stepped up,
I fuck with
and
Mike
and
Jack,
and,
bro.
and we defended him next last year. But I feel like you need to pay him again this year. You need to pay him
Yeah.
again this
Mike
year and
Jack
lock
had a
him up
hell of
for
a
another two to
season,
three
CF.
years.
All
Yeah.
how you lead the league in pass breakups as a corner? You're not an All Pro.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense at all. We do
And
you know the Panthers had no All Pros this year?
I think he was
Yep.
top 2 or 3 last year too in
No,
pass breakup.
listen. Mike Jack led the league in pass breakups this year, a corner. That is arguably the best statistic you can have for a corner, and that nigga wasn't an All Pro.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the disrespect because we're not a major market is real. And what we seen last night, we can change that. The dynamic of people believing in our team, we can change that. What we seen last night, how that crowd was, how the city was. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All we need now, I can't say it's gonna be hard to get that back next year because our schedule was tough. And you know how these
Yeah,
fake fans is.
we got a tough
Take a
schedule
couple
next year.
take a
Yep.
couple losses and everybody jumping on ship just like they jumped on ship in playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But for the ones that believe we can do this, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get, like you said, we gotta get pass rush. We pick a 19th. Fuck it, ship it to, like you said, to the Raiders for Max Crosby. He's a proven commodity. You know what I'm saying? 19,
Oh yeah. Got to
uh,
get it.
ni- 19, you shooting in a barrel. You know what I'm saying? So it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get something great at 19.
Now I think
Ship
you
it.
got to go get a veteran pass rusher.
Yeah,
Yeah. Free agent. Yeah. We
you
we
ship
we
it,
got to get a free agent. Go ahead,
you
CF.
ship it for Max Crosby. And I don't give a fuck. You add Leggett with the trade. I don't care. He ain't it.
They need
Yeah.
wide receiver help. I
Yeah,
mean, you ain't
yeah.
lying. So I mean,
So
shit. I think that
hit
that's
it.
good. Leggett and the first round pick, because I don't think that there's a glaring need at 19 for us. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think you need to reach for nothing at that
No.
pick. Like, you don't need to reach for anything at that pick. So
Uh
in my
oh.
eyes, why not? Listen, you know, Vegas needs to build a team. You give them our first round, and Xavier Leggett. They may want to throw like a third or fourth. You know what I'm saying? They might want to throw that in there for him because again, Max Crosby is a top five DN. But I think that Dan Morgan, you have to be aggressive if you want to
but
see this team
but
take the next step. You
I'm
gotta you
not
gotta
throwing a
pull that
crazy
trigger.
haul at him because of age. I'm not throwing a crazy haul at him because we're not guaranteed another 5 6 years. You know what I'm saying? At this production, so I give you the 19th pick, and I give you is able to get, and I cap it at that. Or if not, I go throw the bag at Trey Henderson. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
We
not even throwing the bag at Trey Henderson, man, because Trey Henderson is getting up there at age.
He's
he's
old.
I,
He
he's
was
he
hurt
getting
this
older.
year.
I
he's getting
think,
up there
but
in age, but
I think
it's not gonna
maybe a
cause us
3 year.
collateral.
I
It's
think
not gonna
that
cause.
if you go after Trey Henderson, a 3 year deal is the max that I'm giving him. I'm not giving
Yeah,
him
yeah,
nothing more than that.
because that's our
Unless
window.
And
That's our
honestly, I'm
window.
not even doing that. I'm giving him. Listen, if I would bring him on another 1 year deal, man, like the Bengals do, because again, he came out. He was hurt this year, yeah, granted. But he's up in age too, so I'm giving him.
Yeah, but
If he
what
want,
about a 2 year? What about a 2 year fully guaranteed? Something
all
like
I'm
that.
all I'm saying is, fellas, I'm not going to mortgage our future on Max
well,
Crosby
right,
because of
yeah,
the age. So
no,
I'm gonna
absolutely, I agree. Yeah, I agree
I
with
Trey
that.
rather
Henderson
spend.
older than Max Crosby.
But that's why you spend the money. The cap gonna be there every year. So that's why you spend the money. You don't mortgage the draft capital. You know what I'm saying? We still a young team, so we got to keep adding pieces.
No,
So
but
if
that's what I'm saying. But you
Nah,
can. What I'm
you
saying with the hold on, hold on, hold on. Before we get in that, because I want to get this man the time to go. I'll say this, CLT. I understand what you're saying, but I don't feel like at 19 in this year's draft, like you got to
No, no,
also
no, no,
think
no.
about the
No,
prospects
I
coming.
agree. I agree with you. I said send the pick, but don't over. You talking about give him third, Xavier Leggett, and the
Not
first?
not
No.
maybe a future, maybe like a
Oh,
future third or something. Because again, we also have to remember, guys,
but you
Max
also
Crosby,
gotta pay Max Crosby. He's a top pay defensive end. So you
he
gotta
already
work the
paid. I
contract.
mean, that's what I'm saying. He's already paid, so you don't have to worry about a deal. He's
Yeah, you
already
do.
paid.
You gotta worry about what percentage they're gonna make us take.
No, but either way, bro. It don't matter. You got to take on that contract. Like my,
So
my my whole point of what I'm saying is that I think that Max Crosby could have changed that game for the Panthers yesterday.
I
I,
agree with what you're saying.
I
All I'm saying is
100% believe.
I'm not gonna do both. I'm not gonna pay heavy
So you're
and
not giving
trade.
up. You're not giving up.
I'm
You're
not gonna
not giving
pay
up a
heavy and
first
trade
and a
heavy.
future fourth or third for Max
I'm not gonna
Crosby.
pay and trade heavy. If he's gonna be one or
Okay.
the other, I'm gonna trade and y'all gonna take some of this contract, or I'm gonna go pay Trey Henderson. They both up in age. There's no difference.
All right,
I'm
ladies and
not doing
gentlemen, hold on.
that.
Before we get started, we have the return of Nigga Nation. Nigga Nation is in the building. Go ahead, Nigga Nation.
I really didn't want to come on this fucking platform. It was a very tough loss. But the fact that y'all talking about trading future picks when we just got out of trading future picks is mind-boggling. Why the fuck do we need to sit here and trade a first round for fucking Crosby? He's literally 20, he'll be 29 in August. What you gonna get out of him? 2 or 3 years? Let me tell you something.
Now you get more than that. You'll get to at least see about
Yeah,
33, 34.
Okay.
longer than that.
Okay. Let me talk. Let me talk. I done heard everybody talking this motherfucker. Let me talk. Mute the fuck up. This is what I'm saying. Here's the problem. Every time I wish Carl D was on this fucking podcast because he the one to see and talk about, we got a real good defense. Look what they did. Look what they did against the Jets. They got six sacks. I mean, you say you want them to get the quarterback. Look at what happened. You got one motherfucking sack. You got one sack. That is not going to cut it. This is the problem. And I said this to you yesterday, Wavez. I said, look, if this defense allows this offense to do them how they do every fucking game, which is don't play defense in the first fucking half. We do not play defense in the first half. The only time we play defense is going into the third quarter and the fourth quarter. We do not have a good defense. You got Nick Scott, don't know what the fuck he's doing back there. The only time he's good is when he's in position. Other than that, he's trash. He's fucking trash. You want to see it talking about Rose Boom is good. He's nothing but a veteran that can come in on 1 or 2 plays. We don't have no
Nah,
linebacker.
Roseboom been playing. He been playing this year,
We
bro.
don't have no linebacker core. Rose Boom is old as fuck. You got to understand, Wavez. We have got to get a middle linebacker that can run this motherfucking defense. Just imagine how Houston, they went and got their quarterback. Then they got their quarterback on defense. When you got a middle linebacker that can run the motherfucking show, trust me, it can
Anderson
be
is not a middle linebacker.
huh?
Will Anderson is not a middle linebacker.
Either way, he's the quarterback of that goddamn defense. You know what the fuck he plays. At the end of the day, the Panthers will not be shit unless you get to that quarterback. And unfortunately, you got a guy who you let go. I know people talking about, well, man, that's the Panthers. Regardless, you let a man go. You didn't want to pay the man. The man got 16 and a half sacks this year. Regardless, we don't have a pass rush. We
Need
can't
pass rush for sure.
We can't sit here and hope and pray that the offense and put it all on Bryce that he's gonna get us back. We know what Bryce can do. And to all you motherfucking haters who keep doubting Bryce, he gonna keep shitting on y'all every fucking year. Every fucking year.
Nah, he been balling.
Talk that shit, nigga. Go ahead.
Here's the problem. Regardless of what anybody says, Bryce Young does not really have talent on the offensive side of the ball. Yes, T-Mac is going to be amazing in the future. Yes, Coker comes into play. He's going to be a pretty good solid too. But other than that, you don't have nobody else. You don't have a tight end. You don't have a consistent running back. What do you have on the offensive side? Nothing. And that's where
So do you think that we need to pay Rico Dwaddle?
Hell no, motherfucker. Why would I pay a motherfucker who slips every time he get the goddamn ball?
Okay, big bro, I didn't get your opinion on that. What you think about we should do with Rico?
Nah, fuck that. I'm still talking. We can get back to a big bro. Check this out. At the end of the day, you got to figure out what you're gonna do on this defensive side of the ball because right now we're not blitzing whatsoever. We're playing
We
zone.
sit in the safety blitz.
Again, Waves. We are literally playing zone every fucking time.
So, so
When
you
I
think
saw,
we need to get rid of a gyro? That's what you saying?
let me talk, bro. When I literally saw we got 2 minutes left in this game, I'm like, oh shit, Avera finna lose this shit for us. Watch what defense he played. Look how easy it was for Matt for fucking for what the fuck his name is? What's his name?
Puka Nicole?
No, the quarterback. What the fuck his name is?
Stafford.
Stafford. Just look how easy it was, regardless of everybody. Well, it is Stafford. I don't give a fuck about who it is.
No, he
Look
had
what
all day to throw the ball, man.
That's the problem.
He had all fucking day to throw the ball.
That's the problem. You don't have no real defense. Y'all can sit here and talk about Mike Jack.
Ooh, shout out to D Jones. D Jones, that's a hell of a pickup. We should bring in David Montgomery. I like that.
Listen,
I like
fuck
that.
all that. We can't sit here and be hoping and praying who we get. We gotta literally keep the foot on the gas. You going into next year where guess what? We don't know what Atlanta's gonna look like. We kind of don't know what New Orleans is gonna look like. Tampa Bay is falling apart. It's our time to take control of this NFC South. This is where it's playoffs or bust next year. And that what I mean by that is you got to go out there and start spending bread. You got people out there that's looking at the Carolina Panthers now who's going to become free agents. Like, damn, yeah. Bryce is playing pretty good. I like how Canales is running. He looks like he can control the team. Good. I want to go to Carolina and play with Bryce Young. But all I'm saying is this, and I'm done. You got to get you a legitimate tight end. You got to get you a star wide receiver. You know how you got Waddle and you had Tyreek Hill on the other side? You know how you got A.J. Brown and you got Devontae Smith on the other side? We need a veteran wide receiver that can help out Team Matt, that can help out Coker. I don't give a fuck about no David Moore. I don't give a fuck about that other white boy who came back. What's his name? What the fuck his name is? You need a real veteran wide receiver to come and complement this team.
These are the free agent wide receivers heading into this offseason. It's just the top 10 that they have out there, man, which none of these guys are really worth a fuck. But we're going to say it, Mike Evans, Christian Kirk, Debo Samuel, Tutu Atwell, De'Ami Brown, Adam Thielen, Marquise Brown. Jawan Jennings is interesting. Khalif Rashid Shaheed. That might be a good guy to bring here to speed to take off the top. Wan'Dale Robinson to be a free agent. Rondale Moore be a free agent. Kendrick Bourne, George Pickens, obviously. Sky Moore. It's not an overwhelming group.
It's not an overwhelming group, man. But we got to figure out to get another piece to to this offense, bro. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. Chuba is not a number one running back anymore. He done had his time. He's going into his fifth or sixth year. His time is done. So you got to hope and pray. I don't know what Jonathan Brooks going to do. I don't know what he's going to do, but you got to figure out what's next for this offense.
I think I'm going to be honest with you guys, and this is my bold prediction for next year, but I think that ETN is going to play his way into the number 2 running back role.
ETN
got carries in a playoff game.
He has an issue with that.
Yeah, that was on the kickoff. That was on the kickoff.
He's not a punt returner. Yeah,
he has an issue with fumbling the ball.
He shouldn't be on punt return.
Yeah,
he shouldn't be on punt return at all.
Hey, man, he's not comfortable. For Jonathan Brooks to come back. That nigga showed he got wiggle. We need some wiggle in that.
Hey, whoever just says that about Jonathan Brooks, I'm out on Jonathan Brooks because he's a one cut back with bad ACLs. That's my only concern.
Romeo Dobbs a free agent next year too.
But listen, look at Bijan. That nigga one cut.
Bijan ain't coming off 2 ACLs. That's my only thing with Brooks. It's the ACLs.
Yeah, because Brooks got hit back to back with the
injury prone. He's injury prone.
I'm just trying to be optimistic.
Like I said, he gonna get the opportunity for sure. He a second round pick. He gonna get the opportunity before they move on from him.
If he can't come back,
what's up, Wavez?
If he can't come back, he got that wiggle and he got that speed we need, bro.
All right, hold on, CLT. Hold on there, but we got Omar in the building. Go ahead, Omar. We need all your thoughts.
Wave, I literally got sick as fuck after this game. Like, vomited it all after throwing. Like, I'm physically and mentally fucked up over yesterday, man. Very winnable game. It came down to a couple key plays that we didn't make. Waves, you saying we don't have a glaring hole? I don't know how you can say linebacker isn't a glaring hole. You had Christian Roseboom, who's a 1 year special teams renter
My
linebacker,
point
holding it down
exactly.
all year.
Thank you, Omar.
You
I
Thank
don't.
got to
you.
I
get a
don't.
You
I
are
don't
linebacker.
know.
listening. I'm
Trevor
gonna put
Wallace
you
is
into the
done.
nigga nation Hall of Fame. You sounding, you talking like me.
Trevor Wallace is done. Two back-to-back shoulder injuries your rookie and sophomore season. You
There you
done as
go.
a linebacker
I'm going to
with a
induct you to the
shoulder.
Hall of Fame. When do you want to be a part of the nigga?
You can start. Hey, you can. Yeah, you can induct me now. But yeah, you got to get a linebacker. Linebacker. I think linebacker, wide receiver, and tight end. And you may want to double. You may want to. You got to get an offensive line. I don't. I ain't think I heard nobody talk about Icky going down. That's
Nah,
huge.
I did. I
Oh, you
mentioned it.
did. Okay. Okay. I just
Omar,
yeah.
Omar, Omar. Can I get my props? Because you was on the pregame show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can
You also said some other BS. I don't know if you want me to bring up.
bring it up. Bring it up.
You said XL was going to score a
Oh
touchdown.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Trash.
did. Hey,
XL,
Omar,
get him up out of here.
he did.
Get
He did
XL
say
up
that
out of here.
bullshit.
Hey,
You
hey,
did
hey,
say
hey,
that.
hey,
You
hey,
said
hey,
that.
just to clear XL. That wasn't his stupid ass on the horse. Let's clear that up. That
Yeah,
wasn't
I
his
didn't.
stupid ass on the
That
They
horse.
was
think
him.
all
That was him.
they think
That
everybody
wasn't
look
him.
alike.
That
That
wasn't
nigga,
him.
bro, that was that nigga on the horse. If it not, why the fuck your horse is at the stadium anyway, nigga? What the fuck? It don't matter if it was you. Why the
Man,
fuck
you
do you
stupid
have
as hell.
Dollar Bill at the goddamn stadium, nigga? You not even starting. It's
You gotta
insane to me.
understand. You gotta understand something. At the
Hold
end
on,
of the
hold on,
day,
hold on,
like
hold
I
on. We got
said, we
nigga
gotta
nation. Shut
goddamn
up,
get a
nigga nation.
motherfucking
Shut
new
up,
wide
nigga nation.
receiver. Because at the end of the day, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yo, go ahead, Omar. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you got to get linebacker. Mike Jack let you know that you don't need to draft another corner early
You
because I saw
don't.
a lot of mock drafts. People thought we needed a corner in the first 3 rounds. Mike Jack shows you he's good. I think linebacker, safety, you need another end to go with scoring. I wouldn't mind some more interior. I know Nigga Nation, he may not like me for this because he said he want to go out and pay somebody, but shit, we paid Turk Warren, and what did that get us this year? Turk Warren was mid. He was an
He was a tier
overpay.
Yeah.
two. That's a tier two.
Yeah,
That's that
like I
that's
said,
just that's just
he
number
ain't
I
depth.
do.
feel like Bobby Brown played better than him.
Yeah, Bobby Brown and
I ain't
Ashawn.
Turk
Ashawn
though.
took a step back
Look
this year.
at the
Ashawn wasn't
size
as
difference.
dominant as he
Bobby
was last
Brown
year.
is the size difference. Turk was a fucking that Turk
Undersized
is
D end.
yeah
Yeah, a D tackle. You're right.
he
You're
like
right.
motherfucking Aaron Donald, but he ain't Aaron Donald.
And
Aaron
we couldn't
Donald was
even tell what he
undersized,
actually played like because he always fucking injured.
Yeah,
yeah,
Now,
exactly.
now,
Aaron
Omar.
Donald
Now,
was just
Omar.
different.
Hold on, CLT. Hold on. Now, Omar. But on that live, so yeah, the anytime Leggett touchdown, y'all, I was just saying some shit
Yeah,
just
that was
to
bullshit from the start.
create,
Yeah, I don't know
create,
what that
create
was.
controversy. Y'all know how I do. But
Nah.
did I not say that the Panthers was gonna put up points through the air in this game?
You did. And I didn't want us to go there. I wanted to I was loving when this game was 17-14 because I had us 21-17. So we was playing, we was doing right exactly how I thought this
Yeah,
game
and
should
I
go.
had
And
a
then that second half,
2017. Yep.
yeah,
I
that
had us
second half was the
27.
points started going
I
up.
had us 27-24 or some shit like that. I think that was my
Hey,
prediction.
I'm gonna say this
27.
for I always been hard on Bryce Waves, and you know this, just because I wanted to see number one pick, elite type of performance from a quarterback. That drive before half, I just need that Bryce every week, and I'm fine. He
You're
took
not,
shots down the field. You was drawing pass interference. Like even if you don't complete the pass down the field, take a shot to at least draw pass interference. That
and he
was
was
my
throwing the
whole
ball
thing.
out of bounds. I love the fact that he was getting it out of bounds when nothing was there. He didn't force
Like yeah,
anything.
Bryce. Like
Man,
I
I
said,
think
Bryce
that
showed me
Dave Canal
something
is calling the
yesterday.
plays though. That's Dave Canal is calling the plays. You got to understand that.
I think
Regardless,
it's
what I saw yesterday, I saw Canales again dropping his nuts. I saw the Dave Canales Atlanta. That's what I saw where he was opening up the playbook. Now the problem is that you're gonna have to get you another running back coordinator because whoever's the running back coordinator is a motherfucking shit show. You had Rico only had 9 yards for 5 carries.
Right. Thank you.
Fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Last week, he had 10 yards for I think fucking like 6 or 7 carries.
Yep.
Here's the thing, and this is what I noticed. Soon as Rico got over his 1,000 yards, he got that $1 million check. And he said, "Fuck it, I'm good. I'm about to get paid next in a couple months."
Nah, he started declining before that. I feel
yeah.
like he
I think
declined.
them groin injury, that groin and calf injury, he just kept playing, but he wasn't the same. He wasn't
Nah,
the
Yeah,
that's a
but
same.
fact.
he need to
I
get
feel
that
like
thousand
I feel
yard to
like
get that $1 million.
But hold on, time out. I feel like Rico started to decline over the last 5 weeks of the season. Like the last 5 to 6 games of the season, he really started to decline a lot. And a lot of it too, man. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like our run plays like game is creative. There's not enough motion in our run
There you
game to
go. There you go.
There's not
like
enough
like
You
like
got
like like
pulling
all of the
guards, stuff
runs,
like that.
all
I feel you.
all of the
all the runs are
runs
up the
Or up the
middle.
are
middle.
directly up
Up
the
the middle.
fucking middle. Like when
Yeah.
you go pull some guards, when you go run some stretches, when you go run
Zone
He doing
something,
run,
HB
off
dive every
tackle.
yeah,
time.
like
They
They
doing
don't think they
HB dive
we
athletic.
don't
They
all the
don't
even
think the
time.
we don't even
guards.
bro,
Yeah.
we don't even hand like listen, man, we don't even like put nobody only time that somebody goes in motion on our offense is when Jimmy Horn does it and the ball doesn't even go to him at all. Like we don't do no type of creativity when running the ball, and I feel like that's on Canales too. Because like you gotta eventually they go figure out that you can run the ball. So what are they going to do if you're not getting creative to get the running backs out in space? What do you think is going
Somebody
to
said
happen?
this earlier, and I'm with it. We need a new offensive coordinator, man. Because
Okay, big bro, you said that.
That was me.
I said
Offensive
somebody
coordinator or
said that
running back
earlier.
coordinator? Are we talking
No,
about
we
Uh,
offensive
need a
coordinator or
new.
running back
No,
coordinator?
we need a
I think
new offensive
I think we
coordinator
need
and
a new
scheme.
Hold on,
OC,
go ahead, big
man.
bro. Then Christian.
I think we need a new OC because again, that's the point. Part of the offense coordinator is designing the plays, creating space. Like and this is my point.
Man,
We
Dave
talked
ain't
about it
giving that
earlier
in.
about how Sean McVay was able to put Roseboom in weird situations. That's offensive play calling, man.
That is.
That's
That
taking
is.
advantage of mismatches,
But we
right?
already know Dave Canal is
So
not giving up that playbook. We know he's
I
not.
know. But
I
what I'm
think he
saying
might.
is,
I think he might.
he should look at because again he got to there's things that he can get better. Also, he got to look in the mirror and say, you know what, we do need more creativity in the offense. How can we take advantage of matchups? How can we run the ball and create space for our running? You got that's when you are elite coach in offense. We need a new offensive coordinator, man. Now y'all go ahead.
So what do you
Go ahead,
think Brad
Christian.
Isaac is here for then, big bro? My fault, Christian.
Exactly, because he hasn't had a
You
chance to
got
call
Brad
plays
Isaac
yet.
here, and he ain't have never
So
even called plays, and
see, I
that's
don't
Dave
know.
Canales' right hand man. He not gonna get
Right
rid of him unless Brad leave.
now,
I
see,
think
I
Brad
don't
might
know the
leave.
dynamic of the situation to where if it's like if it's Izik's like plays or is it Dave's plays, right?
I think it's a
Because
I
co
think it's
playbook.
I
Yeah,
think
it's a
it's
co playbook.
combination of both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's a
they've been with
combination
each
of
other
both.
since Seattle, big bro. So you got to remember they
okay,
didn't put in years together. So that's probably a
got you.
playbook they put together. I think
Yeah,
Canales is protecting Brad by calling plays because Brad has never called plays before,
got
but
you.
Brad is getting interest because teams are saying, "Hey, we need old coordinator spots.
Hold
Do
on, I
you want to
need.
call plays?" I wouldn't be mad if Dave gave up the playbook next season, even if Brad sucks. Let it be somebody else then. So it's not on. I think Dave is a good
All
head
right,
coach.
Right.
I think he
hold on,
lacks
hold
an
on,
offensive
hold on, y'all,
coordinator.
hold on, y'all. Hey, and I need this entire panel to not go anywhere. We need everybody up because this is last live of the regular year or whatever the season you want to call it. I ain't saying that I'm not gonna go live again, but I need everybody to stay up on this motherfucking panel. Also, if you're new to this motherfucking content, man, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button right now, bro. Run me the fuck up. It's been 19 straight weeks. We've been on here, man, providing content for y'all. Show some love. Hit the like button on this video too. I need everybody. If you on the panel, if you in the comments, if you just sitting there watching from home, need everybody to hit the like button on this fucking video, man. It helps out the channel, helps out the notoriety, man. It helps your boy continue to grow as a content creator for this Panther space. Look, man, it's a lot of Panther content creators out there, man. A lot of guys. Some of them are better than others. You know what I'm saying? I am not even gonna lie to you. And there's a lot of respectable guys out here. But it's only one motherfucking big wave in this goddamn motherfucker, bro. And if you want to support the boy, y'all see the cash out scrolling across the screen, man. Sure, all of it goes to it. I'm trying to next season, man. I'm trying to have an elite setup in this motherfucker for y'all. We making this shit look professional. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all support the channel. All right, go ahead. We got Christian. Then we're gonna go back to Omar, Christian and Omar.
Nah, I'm saying like we do need a new offensive coordinator. I think he has no choice but to give it up. And I think because after that last 32 seconds, and this has been a constant, I think that that's going to be because a lot of people are talking about that, even the national media, how that right there is like, what are we doing? And that was something that's like you cannot go into next season with that. I think Michael McDaniels is somebody that needs to be hired for this team, as far as the offensive coordinator, and Dave
Ooh, Mike
Canales has
McDaniels
no.
where Bryce could be,
Yeah, he has no choice
but
but
he
to
gonna
give.
want big money though.
So
He gonna
what
want.
do you do with
Well,
Brad
hey,
Christian? What do you do with Brad Isaac in that case?
well, you got to let him go. And I think because if you don't, because my thing is this: if Dave Canales decides to go forward with this offense next season and it looks bad, now he's gonna be like, now we're gonna be like, man, we're gonna need a new coach. When no, you don't need a new coach. He needs to put his pride aside and say, hey, we need to just get a new offensive coordinator. He needs to hire offensive coordinator with their scheme, with their vision, just like next season, if you want to be a big boy and you want to make big boy moves, you got to do this. It's the
Man,
same thing.
we gotta take care of the defensive coordinator before we fuck with the offense,
No, you
Yeah.
got to do both.
Ho ho
No,
ho, Evero
no,
gotta go.
no, you
I
got
wish
to
he
Now
would
do
have
let
played
me
both.
let
himself
me
into
let
a
me.
head coaching job, but he
No,
I
gotta
want to
go,
ask
bro.
y'all this question. I want to ask you this question though, Christian. Listen, I don't think that unless like Brad Exit gets like an opportunity somewhere else, or a better opportunity than what he's getting right now, I don't see any reason for Brad Isaac to leave, man. Like I know everybody is out here saying that we could be better on the offense and defense side of the ball, but guys, maybe we need to stick with this shit, man, for one more year, y'all, because we got to remember
no.
something. Hold up, time out, bro. Listen to me, man. I'm a firm believer in this, right? It doesn't matter what Canales did. It didn't matter what Ejiro did. This fucking season was a huge fucking leap. It was a gigantic leap, a leap that nobody saw. You went from everybody hard on Evero, but we had the worst defense in history last season. Don't forget that. You went from being the worst defense in the league to probably having the best overall secondary in the league. You probably were middle in the pack overall, and your defense showed up time and time again. Doesn't matter what the outcome of the game is. The most consistent of the ball side of the ball this year has been defense. That's been the most consistent side of the ball. So everybody want to talk about, yes, Ejiro stuck to the zone. Listen, that was our philosophy. That's what they knew. He stuck with it. Okay? No matter if you agree or not, that's what we've been playing all year. He trusts his corners to make big plays, and why not? All of your pieces in the secondary are opportunistic. Mike Jack, bro, Mike Jack played at an all-pro level all year. J.C. Horn is a Pro Bowler. I trust them two over anybody over the defense, bro. I trust them more than I trust the linebackers. I trust them two more than the safeties. I trust them more than the front four. Where was Derek Brown at yesterday? You know why? Because the Rams had a game plan. And you can get as mad as you fucking want to, bro, about Ejiro and his play calling, but the most consistent side of the ball has been the defense, bro. Yes, the defense gave up plays, big plays and big moments all season. We understand that, right? But the offense also didn't execute in a lot of big plays this year. Overall, I don't think that you need to make drastic changes to the coaching staff. I think that, yes, Ejiro could probably, Canales can uh, 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 gain from giving up the play calling a little bit, or maybe it turns into like a 50-something split. But at the end of the day, bro, the the plays that we made the plays on, he looked like a genius. And then the plays that we didn't make, he look or bad calls in bad situation, he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. You don't
Well,
need to change a lot. You
well, we're
don't.
not serious
You
about
don't need
making
to change a
changes.
lot. You need to stick with this core. See what it
No,
can become and add pieces. Add but more than you take away. You need to add pieces. We definitely need a pass rusher. For the coaching staff perspective, if there's one area where you need to make a change at coaching staff, it's probably the running back room. Because again, I just felt like over the last 5 weeks, even though it's a reason why Canales got away from them niggas, bruh. Canales, you can talk about Canales not sticking with the run game. It's a reason he got away from them niggas because they were not making the play. Bro, I saw Rico Duato from just to compare. If anybody is thinking I'm talking crazy, go back and watch the footage. The beginning of this year, he could turn fucking water to wine. Out of any goddamn cut, he was making two-step cuts and he was electric. Omar brings up a great point about when that injury happened to him, he didn't look as explosive out of it. That was a great take, Omar. But what I'm telling you is this: they did not look the same as they did over the first 13 games of the year. The last 5 and 6 games, the
The O
running game, and
line
a
got
part of
banged up too,
But
man.
yeah,
The O
yeah,
line
we
got banged
also
up
got it.
throughout the
Yeah,
year.
if we talk about that, yep, the O line had issues with injuries that was shuffled, and also too, you got to understand, Rico wasn't showing out like that till Hubbard went down, man. So to me, Rico is a kind of player where he gets momentum as the more carries that he gets, right? He gets more and more electric. So um, when they start splitting Hubbard and him, That's when I felt like Rico kind of went on a decline because he couldn't get in rhythm as the game because again they splitting carries right with Hubbard. So yeah, I mean
And
Rico, man,
Bryce
I
showed
don't
next
think
year we can be balanced. We don't have to be run first. Bryce showed that he can throw the ball and we can be more
yeah
balanced next year.
I'm
yeah he,
pushing.
he did.
I'm pushing back on that. No, I think you make the moves because I'm sorry. You when look, the Eagles made their decision. Let me tell you why. The Eagles they had with Jalen Hurts his second season, they made it to the playoffs, and that offense wasn't working. And they was like, "Hey, it got us to the playoffs, but we need to get something better." They hired Shane Steichen, and they hired the other defensive coordinator, and they
But
hired
didn't they
them,
have
and then
Kellen
traded.
Moore?
No, they had no. But before they had Kellen Moore, they had Shane Steichen first, and they had him, and they hired him, and they had him for 2 seasons. And they made a Super Bowl run. After that, Nick Sirianni. They didn't have nothing. The offense looked garbage. Then the next season, they got Kellen Moore, and they was rolling. Kellen Moore got a job. Watch this year. They offense sucked this year, but watch next season. They're gonna get a new offensive coordinator to help their offense rock and roll. And that's what the Panthers need to do. Forget all this. We need to keep the guys. No, no, no. Fuck that. Get Mike McDaniels. Bring the guy in here. Bring the defensive coordinator in here that can get it rolling. Like
Mind
we
you,
need to make
mind you,
big boy moves.
and mind you, Evro been here for like 3 to 4 years. His time
Yeah.
is up. His time
Hey,
is
it's
up.
time to make big boy moves over here.
So
Fuck all that trying to keep
do
niggas.
everybody up
No.
here agree that it's time to move on from CLT? Do you think we need to move on from Evero?
You know, I would give him a pass rush and keep him. The
Man.
guys believe in him.
Bullshit. If you believe in it, why you ain't playing fast in the first quarter?
All right,
That's what I'm saying.
Omar, what
The
about you,
offense, the
man?
offense, the offense, the offense. They put him in great positions. What are you talking
No,
about?
no, 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 no,
The
no, no,
offense,
no, 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 no,
the
no.
offense turned the ball over.
Every time when the kickoff starts and the other team gets the football, why they always running down their motherfucking throats? They either tearing that defense up. The defense does not play well in the first half. It's proven. You're
I
down by
can't, I can't,
14 early in the first quarter.
I can't dispute that. But it's a 4 quarter game, bro.
Nah, fuck that.
60
We
minutes.
want to play
No, you
fast.
gotta play.
No,
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 you
no,
gotta
no.
play
Nah,
Here,
no.
all
here,
four
here-
quarters.
here's the
I'm
problem. Here's the
sorry.
problem. When your defense doesn't play well and they're getting scored on like a motherfucker, guess what? You're asking our offense, who really is not that electric as of yet,
So,
you're
so
asking them to come back.
all I'm
We
saying
gotta
is
we gotta stop keep
now,
coming back. We need our
now,
defense to play
now it's
four
blame. Now it's
fucking
blame shifting.
quarters.
And now it's blame shifting because when the defense was standing strong, now you saying that the offense need the defense. It's complementary football, bro. This shit go hand in hand, bro. The
Nah, fuck
offense,
that.
offense was inconsistent. The defense
Yeah.
got their bends but don't break.
Yeah,
The
listen,
Nah,
I'm
defense,
I'm
fuck
I'm,
Yeah,
that.
I'm
that's
I'm agree with
facts. That's
CLT,
The
man.
facts.
Look,
I
scheme
agree
I'm
with
is
agree with
CLT too.
terrible,
CLT
but the
because
scheme is
I
Evero
agree.
terrible.
Bruh,
Evero he
it's been
deserved. Listen, man.
4 years that this defense has been trash on the Evro. It's been
Yeah,
trash.
and every year you can argue that we
it's not.
gave
Yeah,
him we in
again,
that we
The
we
every year
wasn't
we
defense
can
has
trash.
been
argue
We
better
that
was
he
than the
didn't have half
offense for
certain
the
pieces.
last like 5 years.
yeah, we
I'm not
wasn't
even
Can I,
gonna
can
lie.
I
trash.
ask
You
a
can
quick
say he was
question for
not
the
giving the
panel,
best
Wave?
chips. Every year you can say
Go
he's
ahead,
not giving the
Omar.
best chips. So now
I
you
just
can
have
say
a
he
quick
get the defense to
question.
where it need to be, or in the right direction. You let him go. He
What
didn't
No,
right
earn
no,
he didn't
hold
earn
on.
direction?
the right to stay
What you
Go,
here.
go.
mean? They scoring over 25 points a game, my nigga.
I'm about to give
What
these
you
boys
mean?
going, Waves.
They
This one of the
allowing
most.
the defense scoring over 25 points a game.
Hold
You're
on, hold on.
asking your offense to goddamn help. We don't
Bro,
have the offense to keep coming back every
Bro,
goddamn game.
don't catch the struggle about a conversation, my guy.
No,
But
everybody relax, man. Omar,
All
go
right, hold
ahead.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Time out. There is no nigga violence. This is nothing but debate. Everybody relax.
Yeah,
I don't
go
do
ahead.
nigga on nigga
okay,
crime.
Go ahead, Omar. Go ahead.
to further the conversation, aren't you guys tired of it being 32 and your corners are playing 5 yards off?
Thank
I
you.
am. I
Thank
am. I
you.
am.
Who
Thank
I am.
said
you.
that?
But listen to me.
Thank you.
Hey,
So
What are
Omar.
we talking about here,
Go
man?
ahead, big bro. Big bro, go.
listen, so Omar, nigga, listen, I agree with you. All y'all points are valid about defense Evero, but I will say this: let's also keep in mind what Evero has had to work with for the last 3 years, man.
Facts.
Okay, so
Facts.
let's like don't sit
Facts.
up here and act like we've had like the best player. You know what I'm saying? Derek Brown was hurt last year,
Last year. Yep.
right? So he was hurt out for the season.
You
Okay,
really didn't have any linebackers last year.
You
right. Didn't
do.
have no
You make
linebackers last
adjustments.
year.
He didn't do
They
And
that.
traded. Let me
your
finish.
defensive ends was nobody's
Look,
last
they
year.
traded Brian Burns,
Yeah.
right? One of your best defensive player at the time. Brian Burns, the most consistent with sacks. You traded him away 2 years ago, right? Okay. Second thing. So fast forward this year, the defense is not trash. They solid. They like Wade say. If you go look at the stats,
They're
they're in the
middle of the
middle of the
pack.
pack.
Yeah.
They middle. They middle. So I mean it. And again, that's even with the cast that we got now. Because everybody talked about earlier, we need better linebacker play. We need a pass rush. That's not on Evero, right?
Nah, that's facts.
That's
That's
not
facts.
him.
That
So
is on
so
the
so
road.
so hear me out. Let me finish. Yes, there's things that he can do better. The 3rd and 2 in the corner play, absolutely. And again, maybe you know what? But you know why? Now that I think about it, why he does that on 3rd and fucking 2? Because he knows he can't fucking get home with nobody.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because if you had a pass rush, you would pray press in.
Big bro.
Big
Go
bro
ahead.
talking that shit.
I'm pushing
Hey, let me
back. No,
retort that
I'm
real quick.
pushing
Because if to
back.
my memory, it was Evero called to go trade up to get DJ Johnson, the edge rusher out of Oregon, and
Nah,
he
it
he
was.
not
It
even on the
was.
team.
It
He
was.
not
That
even
was
on
a
the team
bad
no more.
call. That was a
That was
bad
a bad.
call.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get
so
you. Okay.
that's on Evero the coach. DJ Johnson was his guy. Von Bell was his guy. Jordan Woods was his guy. Think about all the guys we brought in because of Evero. We're not gonna talk about
So,
that.
Them niggas was
shoot,
trash. All of
Omar.
them
Rose
niggas was
Boom,
trash,
Evero,
Omar.
Nick Scott is an Evero guy. Nick
Yeah,
Scott
and
is an Evero
why is
guy.
Nick Scott still in
Hey,
the still in the game? Why you didn't have
hey,
Ransom out there?
Hey,
You should
hey,
have put
shout out to
Ransom out
Omar,
there.
bro. Omar, you fucked him up with that one, but all
Hey,
them
no,
niggas was
listen.
trash.
You look.
And
You
so
Omar.
can
You
and
are
these are
correct. Those
Evero guys. Is Nick
those
Scott
were
better
his
than Xavier
guys, right?
Woods, fellas?
Listen.
Them
Is
I
Nick
get you.
Scott
Like
better than what
you
we had in Xavier Woods?
niggas was
Let's
trash
really
for
be
sure.
honest. They
listen.
it's
both
not
trash.
You're
fair.
right. You're right. But at the same time, though, still, minding the misses because again, we can go back, with misses on both sides of the ball, right?
Right. That's true.
But overall, the job that he's done, I'm not saying
Nigga said Jordan Woods.
he's the best coordinator.
Evero guy.
But with the job that he's done
That
with this
nigga was
group,
sorry.
I do think he deserves at least one more year, right?
I
No,
To
do
he does
too.
build
not.
No, he
He,
does not, bro.
hey,
His
The
bro,
scheme
contract
is
is
gonna be the
over, big
scheme.
bro.
he,
The scheme
He
has
just got
gotten us in
re-signed on a
trouble the
1 year
past
deal.
3 years, bro. The scheme
He
is
ain't
the
gonna go
issue.
somewhere
back.
else and
I'm
get more
pushing. No,
money.
I'm pushing back. I'm pushing back because when J.C. Horn looks so much better under Phil Snow, and he
Oh
looked
my God,
way
Omar.
better
Don't go
under.
back to this,
No,
man.
no, 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 no,
Don't
no,
go
Hold on,
no,
back
man.
to
Phil
this.
Snow
no.
had a top
He
10
looked no.
defense.
Christian said it,
No,
but I
he
agree.
looked no. He looks way better under him. This defense, our defense, looked better under that defense. It does not work. It's not the players that's the
Because of the
problem.
personnel, right?
It's not the players that's the problem. It's schematically. Even Rose defense, bro. Y'all are playing too many games. Look. We need to get the defensive coordinator from the Vikings. Brian Flores has shown how much better he is than this guy. You don't know nobody on that Vikings defense. And we got nothing but guys that got names. He don't have nobody that got names, and he made them dudes
Damn. But
work.
we're not
They
saying
made
that
them
he's the
dudes
best
work.
defensive
No,
coordinator in the
no,
league.
no. He does not deserve another year after this. No, it's too many mistakes, and his scheme does not work. It's not the players. It's the scheme. It's
All
just
right.
like
Well,
with the offense.
let me
It's
respond to
not
that.
the players.
I want to respond to that because this is where I'm going with it, man. Okay, so I think we can all agree that the defensive side of the ball has probably been better than the offense for like the last 5 years. As bad as and again, this is with everything y'all saying being true. But I think that we can definitely agree that the defensive side of the ball has been way better than the offense. People in the chat, let me know it. Because if I'm lying, then I don't know what Carolina Panthers I've been watching over the last 5 years. They've definitely been better than what the offense has done over the last 5 years. I can say that with confidence. And you don't go from last season, right? And to Big Bro's point,
Oh,
this has been a team. This has been a team that is deprived of fucking talent, guys. Every team, like really, every team in the fucking NFL, like top defenses in the NFL, they got pieces all over the field. Like the top defenses in the NFL has pieces all over the field. Houston, why they're number one? Because Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter, those are both top 10
even
defensive
before
ends.
that,
Now
though,
hold on,
they
time out.
had
Hold on, time out.
defensive
Let me keep
coordinators.
going. Like they did have a good their coach is a defensive coordinator, nigga. So I know they
I'm
don't
saying.
they didn't need a defensive coordinator, nigga. Their coach is a defensive coordinator. But anyway, The point that I'm trying to make to you all is that your defense last year gave up the most points in an NFL season in history. We gave up over 400 something fucking points in an NFL season, bro, last year. So you went from being historically bad to middle of the pack. And the games that we won, right, this year, the big games that we won, the defense played big in those games. Every fucking game that we won this year, the defense played big in that game. Yes, to Big Bro's point, yes, it has. This Arrow has some questionable calls, man. You know, on third down, is he scared to go to man? Possibly, I don't know. Yes, he has room for fucking improvement. Yes, he has to continue to grow.
He
But
never
also,
blitzes. He never blitzes neither.
well, no, he blitzes all the time, man. He just
No, we
blitzes.
don't. No,
He's
we
blitzing
don't.
with safeties, bro.
Bro,
He's
he
sending
don't
corners
blitz
and
like that,
safeties.
bro. He blitz only once or twice a game.
So so if
What
he
game are
doesn't
you
blitz,
looking at?
if he
What game
doesn't
are you
blitz,
looking at?
I'm about
What
to
game
tell
are
you,
you
niggas,
looking
shut
at?
the fuck up.
What game you looking at? What game
I'm
you
about to
looking
tell
at?
you, nigga nation. I'm about to tell you. How does Morg have like 5 sacks this year if he doesn't blitz anybody?
Having a safety blitz. That's
No.
That's not a blitz.
No. Shut the fuck up. Shut the
You
fuck
talking about a
up.
safety blitz? I'm talking
Shut
about
the fuck
blitzes,
up.
where your
Shut
linebackers
the
are blitzing,
fuck up.
not your
Nigga,
safety.
you just said
Not
that
your
we don't have
safety.
no linebackers.
Not your
Why the
safeties.
fuck we gonna send a
Not your
linebacker on the
safety.
blitz?
You just said talking about Roseboom was good, motherfucker. You was
Listen,
just here every fucking channel, every damn show. You talking Roseboom is this,
no,
Roseboom is that.
Roseboom has
Get
played
the
solid.
fuck out of here.
Has he
Get
not
the
played
fuck out of
solid?
here.
Has he
Hell
not
no.
made big plays?
Hell no.
Nah, nigga, you won't know what the fuck
Hell
I'm
no.
talking about.
Hell no.
Ain't no way.
Has made some plays, but also his scheme is not. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, I'm sorry. I don't care what he did last year. That the defense was trash this year and it's mid this year. I don't care. I want the Eagles management up in here because you know what they do? They said, okay, well, we want to go from mid to great. And that's what the fuck the Panthers need to do. They need to go from mid to
Christian,
great.
in order for
and
them to
bring
go
in
mid to
Brian
great, you
Flores.
need the fucking players.
No,
You gotta go out there,
bro.
You gotta go out there. You
Look
gotta
at the
make those
Eagles
big.
defense.
You gotta make that
George
sacrifice.
Davis.
You gotta
All
make
those
that
fucking players they
sacrifice.
got up there.
You gotta go get
gotta
somebody.
go
You gotta sit here and trade. You gotta make that motherfucking sacrifices. Make the sacrifices.
The guy, you gotta go get Brian Flores.
But you, I mean, I'm just saying, you compared it to the Eagles defense, bro. The Eagles, bro, they literally are stacked.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because you know how they got stacked? Because they traded. They said, "Fuck it, let me go send a couple." The Eagles are one franchise that say, "Fuck it, we gonna go ahead and make some shit shake right then and there." They ain't scared to spend money. They ain't scared to trade for a big man. They willing to goddamn die for this shit. I want the motherfucking Panthers to die for this shit.
Right, they don't care what you did last season. It's about what you're doing this season. They fired the dude, offensive coordinator, because he was trash, and they got somebody else in there. They just said, we don't want a mid offense. We're gonna get us a new offense, and that's how they won a Super Bowl. That's what
we don't have time to be saying having offensive coordinator, defense coordinator growing every year, this and that. You need to show me something. And if you haven't shown me shit, get the fuck on.
Facts. And y'all don't want to win you want to win a Super Bowl or you want to be a buddy?
Listen,
I don't care about what you did last year.
I think that with better play, with more pieces added to the defense, I think Evro is a fucking Super Bowl coordinator. With more pieces, man. We need more pieces on defense.
And what has that got us? We
haven't had no pieces on defense. What pieces we had?
No, Phil Snow. No, they did because Ebro had the same defense that Phil Snow had. And he was mid as shit with Brian Burns. Brian Burns had his best season with Phil Snow. Keeping the buck up in here. He had one of his worst seasons with him. Ebro don't know what. No, he needs to go. And I don't care what he did last year. It don't matter what you did. Okay, good for you. You don't have a Super Bowl. And he won a Super Bowl this year, I'll be all hands on deck and say, hey, keep Ebro. He ain't got no Super Bowl. So therefore, get your ass and pack your bag.
Your expectations are too high for a team that's only in year 2 of a rebuild.
No, my expectations
man, fuck all that rebuild shit. Because look at what the Washington Commanders did last year. They was in a rebuild and they got to the fucking NFC Championship. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Like, bro,
trying to hear that shit.
Fan base. That's the problem.
That's y'all problem. Y'all talking about retool, rebuild, we and this and that. Nigga, go out there and win your motherfucking first year. The fuck? I'm tired of hearing about this goddamn retool,
That's why the
rebuild.
Eagles got 2 Super Bowl
Hey, nigga
appearances,
nation. Let me
3
tell you
Super Bowl
something, nigga
appearances,
nation.
and 2 Super
It
Bowls.
doesn't matter how much time you try to hear that shit, nigga. The reality of fuck it is that this is the second year head coach, second year
No.
GM, third
Whoop
year
they
quarterback.
fucking do. Whoop they
Got the
fucking
greatest owner
do.
What the
in the
fuck?
league,
Whoop
and he
they
can pay the
fucking
money.
do.
He can pay the money to go get the
See,
guy.
again, I just don't
We
understand
got
how
the
y'all
money,
niggas talk about the
bro.
coordinator, but you just was on here talking about we need to add more players on the fucking defense in the
You
I
past.
didn't
can
ever
do
say
that.
So
that.
You
meaning,
can
how
do
the
that.
fuck can
Oh,
you sit up here and
bro,
talk
no, no,
about
no,
the
no, no. I
coordinator
also
when
brought
you
it
gotta
up.
add players?
Yes,
We
Nigga
need
but
more
Christian is
players. We don't have
contradicting
a
coordinators
Super
himself like
Bowl
a
are good.
defense
motherfucker.
yet.
No, I don't. We need certain players for the
Yes,
pass
we
rush,
do.
but
In
the
order to
scheme,
be, again, we
no,
had
the
no
scheme
pass
is
rush
not good,
all season.
bro.
Derek
The
Brown leading
scheme is
our
not
team in
good.
sacks. Derek
Right.
Brown, your
The
deep
scheme
tackle,
is
leading
not
team in
good.
sacks.
A defensive tackle leading the team in sacks is crazy.
Like, come on, bro. Look at the fucking teams. Bro, look at the teams that's in the playoffs remaining, bro. On their
Okay,
defense.
Have
okay,
good.
okay. And guess
They
what?
got
Who
pass
fought?
rushers.
And guess what? Who fault was it when you traded away our motherfucking sack leader for fucking crumbs?
It
Who
wasn't
fault was
Evero
it?
fault.
Who
Evero
fault
didn't want
was it?
Brian Burns traded. It wasn't
Man,
his fault.
fuck
He
all that.
he wanted
You let a
Brian Burns
man
to
go who
stay
had a
here.
16 and
Ebro
a
did
half
not
sack
know how to
season this
use
year.
Brian
That
Burns.
man had
He had
16
his
sacks this
worst
year, and you
season.
let that shit go. Fuck that.
Right.
Evero wanted to
Guess
keep
what?
him, man.
Why? Under a
Evero
good
wanted to
scheme.
keep him. I know
Bro,
that for a fact.
look,
Evero
he
didn't have nothing to do with the Brian Burns trade, y'all.
At all.
no,
The
that's not
problem
what
is,
I'm
you see,
saying.
the problem is, this is what I told y'all. I said, look, I would rather play. I know it's old. I would rather overpay a man and still give me double-digit sacks or close to double-digit sacks than a motherfucking
Agree
whole
with you.
12 team
I said
this
that
year times
then.
12. Look at how many sacks we had this year. Look,
I
Trust
know.
Evero.
I,
That's
I
why I
agree
didn't
with
want
you.
to
I
pay
didn't want
him.
to trade
No,
Brian Burns.
I didn't want to pay him because I didn't trust Evero because I saw he didn't know what the hell he was doing with Brian Burns. You saw him have a step up with Phil Snow and all the way down with him. As soon as he leaves, you see Brian Burns balling. Whose fault is that? That is scheme. That is him. I keep trying to tell y'all, it has nothing to do. Yes, we need to add players. Yes, but no, it's the scheme.
So okay, so nigga nation, Christian Omar, do you agree that Evero need to go?
yes. It's like, bro, it's the same old damn song the past 3 to 4 years,
Hold on,
bro.
nigga
It's
nation.
time to make a move.
Oh damn, Omar done popped off. So let me CLT. Do you think that we need to get rid of? Oh, no, I ask you, big bruh, what you think?
I said he should get another year with some pieces added, man. We talked about it earlier. We need a pass rusher, right? We talked about we need better linebacker play. So I feel like Evero, because what he's done, what he's shown this year, and what he's done with this particular group, just imagine adding a pass rusher and better linebacker play. What he can do with the defense.
We've
That's what I'm
seen it.
saying.
Now,
So meaning next year,
I don't
we've
believe that you
seen
can
it.
add players and then make this defense better. Because at the end of the day, it's a
what you
scheme problem.
mean?
It's the scheme, bro. We are
Bro,
not a
it's the
3-4
scheme.
organization, bro. We are
Right.
4-3. We
4-3.
are not a
That's the
3-4
scheme.
organization.
Bro. Oh, so Jesus Christ.
We're not the Pittsburgh
So we've
Steelers.
been
We're
playing.
not the Ravens.
How
We are
can
the
y'all say that?
Carolina motherfucking Panthers.
How,
4-3
how can you
defense.
say? Listen, guys, the league. There's not even a lot of teams in the league that's still playing a 4-3.
You lying to
Like,
me?
like, like.
You
There's
lying
not
to
even
me?
a, there's not even a
You
lot of
lying to
leagues that's
me?
still playing. Everything nowadays is a hybrid 3-4, bro.
No.
No,
Like
it's
No,
every
it's
not, bro.
not.
nigga,
No,
I'm
it's
Washington
telling
don't
you,
not.
play
four three,
hybrid. Philly don't play
four three done
hybrid.
died, bro. That shit done
Hell
died.
no. Hell
Philly
no.
plays a
You only
4-3.
play
What you
3-4
talking about?
defense when your whole defense is fast. What the fuck are we talking about? We got nothing but incompetent. Not that we don't have that many good players on the defensive side of the ball, bro. When it comes to the offense, when it comes to the defensive line, we do not, bro. We got tier 2 folks. The best player you got
So
is
then, how the
fucking
fuck you
Derek
blaming
Brown.
Evero?
What you mean? Put your players in the best situations. Why you got Nick
Exactly.
Scott? Look what Nick Scott doing. Every goddamn game, he's getting his ass burnt or in the wrong goddamn position. Why the fuck is he out there?
No adjustments. There's zero adjustments. If you know your team is not built for a 3-4, then you need to run a 4-3 because this
Man,
team,
Nick
I
Scott would get his
guarantee
ass handed to him yesterday. Badly.
you. Thank you.
Badly.
This dude don't make adjustments. Why are you? My thing is this. I've said it plenty of times. It's not a JC Horn thing. bro, you're leaving him on an island. There's no help. Like Evero's defense bro. It gets people confused. I've seen multiple times where, like, oh my gosh, bro, we don't have no back help, and you see Mike Jack like, hey. That's how Puka got open so many times when we played man. That's when we were successful. Bro, we cannot do this. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, we need to go get Brian Flores. If you hire Brian Flores, who runs a 4-3 defense, he will have this defense. You will
Yeah,
see
but
the
that nigga might
players.
get a head coaching job.
Bro, no,
We
he ain't
we
getting
we
no
we
head
need
coaching
He ain't
job.
getting
That
no
ain't
head
what
coaching job. He's
he
still
ain't
dealing
getting
with a
no head
lawsuit.
coaching.
He's still
Right.
dealing with a lawsuit. He ain't gonna get no
He's
head coaching
right.
job.
Making the highest paid defensive coordinator, and he needs to be on this franchise, bro. I'm trying, bro. Look, y'all want to win Super Bowls or y'all want to be friends with niggas? That's what I'm hearing. Y'all want to keep niggas because what they did last year.
no
Did he win a
no
Super Bowl?
no
Did
no.
he win a Super
I think
Bowl?
it's
The
one step at
real
a
Win a
time,
the
bro.
real
Super
issue
Bowl.
It's
One
one
step
step
at
at
a
a
Bro,
time,
time.
my
the
ass,
real
bro. We done
issue,
gave
bro.
him
We
Barrow
need
3 years. I'm
we
not giving
need
him Barrow
Nobody
pieces
four
on
even
the
got
years.
defense,
Super
bro.
Bowls.
You need
I'm
This is
not
better
giving him
players.
Barrow
this is
another
why the
year,
Eagles
bro.
got Super
I'm not
Bowls.
doing that.
They
It's
don't make
time to
one
move
step at a
on.
time.
It's
They
time to
fired
move on.
the Eagles. This is why I want Eagle management because you know what they did? They fired the coach that got them a Super Bowl and got them Nick Sirianni, and then Nick Sirianni got them to 2 Super Bowls and they won one. I'm sorry. I need the Eagles franchise because you know what? They make big boy decisions. They don't care about nobody. They don't
Well,
care
they
that you won a
also
Super
made big
Bowl.
boy adding pieces to their defense.
No, but no.
That's why that's why their
Yeah, they
defense
did. They
plays
did.
well.
They did. But also too, they put them in the best decision to play good. You're not putting it on.
But guess
Look,
what they did first? They added pieces to the defense.
bro. I guarantee you, we had to say. I guarantee you, if we
Bro,
had
they
the same
fucking
Eagles
defense is
defense,
stacked.
no, it's not all the way stacked. They got key players.
Bro,
Their
they get what
defense
are you
not
talking
stacked.
about, bro? They're stacked every fucking where, dog. And then last year they
No.
were really
Super.
stacked.
No, they
They were really
secondary be
stacked
getting
last
cooked.
season.
No, and they secondary always gets cooked, but they have a good front seven.
How
They
can you
have a
say, nigga,
solid front seven.
Quinion Mitchell is like a top 5 corner in the
Bro,
league. Cooper DeJean is a top 10 corner in
Cooper
the league.
DeJean has been
What
getting
are you
cooked. I
talking
watch
about?
Eagles games, bro. Cooper DeJean has been getting cooked. He has been getting cooked this
That
season.
nigga a Pro
They
Bowler.
fucking
He's a fucking
yeah,
Pro
okay,
Bowler.
that's fine, but dog, he's been getting
All
cooked.
right,
I watch
Christian,
Man, they
listen,
Eagles
man, Christian.
games,
All right, Christian. All right, Christian. You gotta shut the hell up for a minute, bro. I'm gonna
bro.
tell you, man. Like, no, not for real, because I gotta cook on this, bro. Again, we want to sit up here and talk about. We can sit up here and talk about everything that you and Nigga Nation is saying is about how we could be better in obvious places, nigga. We know that there's still room for growth. We were not supposed to be here this season. Everybody, don't forget the fucking bigger picture, nigga. Don't lose the plot. Everybody has to understand we're coming from being one of the league's worst and trying to work our way up to relevancy, bro. Y'all niggas are
Cares
acting like
now.
Christian. Shut the hell up. Everybody is sitting up here talking about, well, you know, he gyro this and he gyro that, but bruh, you still cannot fucking say if you watched every game this season, the defense was the best side of the ball. It was the best. Yes, he could have made better calls. Yes, he could have made better decisions, but personnel decision is not all his fault. Yes, Omar did bring some good points that guys that he thought they could come in here and be productive, but listen, they wasn't. You can't blame that. You take a shot in the dark, you missed it. That's what this team has been doing over the last decade. But at the same time, you cannot sit up here and say that Ejiro is not a part of why the defense has been playing good. They've been playing good. The defense
yep.
has played
We
good. You
yep.
go from league's worst to middle of the pack to having two corners that really should have been all pro.
Right.
You did good in your draft class because Ransom showed promise. Nick scored and showed promise. Also, Ejiro brought those guys in. He advocated for those
And
guys.
and
He,
and the African dude
yeah, Prince, Numenera, whatever
Prince.
his name. He's
Yeah.
starting to make more plays every game. Guys, this regime did a fantastic. Our last draft class was one of the best draft classes we ever had. This past draft class, with getting your the number 8 all receiver that you drafted, Ted McMillan, he's delivered. Your DNs that you drafted, they've showed a lot of promise. Yes, Nick Sorten ain't got a lot of sacks, but that kid is making a lot of plays. The linebacking core can be improved. Hold on, bro. The linebacking core can be improved, absolutely. But you signed the guys on a bunch of one-year deals, and they came in and delivered in big moments. Rose, I don't give a fuck what Nigga Nation say about Rose Boom. That nigga made a lot of big plays for us. He got film this year. He got
Yeah,
fucking film. He
he
made
stepped up.
plays with us, bro. He stepped up.
Stepped up this year.
Travian Wallace got hurt. You brought in a bunch of D tackles that you didn't think was going to turn out to be what they are. Like I said, the Bobby Brown addition, Alshon Robinson coming back, man, in the season that he's had. Guys, scheme or not, our defense was the best side of the ball. Yes, it could be better. But, bruh, I never failed when we were down 14-0, when niggas literally was claiming, oh, man, the defense had a slow start to the game. They were down 14 points, bruh, and I still didn't feel not one time we was out of that game. When have you been able to feel like that as a Panther fan? When you got down 14, I trusted my defense on that field more than I trusted my offense out there, bro. I'm going to keep it real with y'all yesterday. I trusted my fucking defense out there more than I trusted my offense out there because the defense was making plays. At the end of the game, that's when the Panthers defense starts to waver. Our defense always waver on the last two drives of the game because they probably have been on the field all game. No, our offense got to start fucking capitalizing when our defense makes stops early too. Because like CLT has said, it's flip-flopped all year. That's the inconsistencies of a growing team. Because when the games where our defense makes stops early in the game, the offense does nothing with it. The games where our offense gets points on it, the defense can't do in it. Inconsistencies of a growing team. Our record has been, if you want to keep it real, we done lost the last 3 weeks. We 0-3 in our last 3 games. So you talking about end of the season bad, nigga, we 0-3 in our last 3 games. We ain't won in almost a month. Keep it a stack. Guys, this is still a growing team. Again, I'm giving Evero credit because to niggas' point, there is no solid pieces on defense like that. You got J.C. Horn, you got Derek Brown. Those are the only 2 proven players. Morg was a question mark coming here. You spend big money on them. Lanston Ratham is like a late round pick or undrafted pick that you got there, depending on him. Nick Scorton is a veteran. He's made some plays this year. Scorton has got burnt, but he's also made a couple plays this year. Guys, this defense is nowhere near Phillies. I want people to stop fucking trying to compare us to an organization that has way more in place than we do. Stop doing that.
We not.
They have better. Hold on. No,
Nick Scorton just got drafted last year.
I'm not done. You're trying to compare an organization that has been to the Super Bowl 3 out of the last goddamn 7 years. Like you're trying to compare us to that. They have great ownership. They've made great decisions on the coaching staff. Nick Sirianni is a championship coach. This is the first time that 80% of my team has been in the postseason. 80 to 85% of the team has never been to a playoff game. 90% of the team has never played meaningful football in January or in December. Guys, we got to stop acting like, nigga, that the roster is still not nowhere near perfect.
Right.
Everybody needs to stop acting like the roster is perfect. Coaches have to coach, but players have to play, nigga. This team is still. If you stack the Panthers roster against any team in our division, except maybe the Saints, we're probably the most untalented team roster for roster.
Yep, and that's where I'm gonna say this, man, because that's where success gets motherfuckers into this fake ass thinking to where because we had success this year. Oh, now it's we got to fucking bring in a new coordinator, motherfucker. No one thought we was even gonna be in this point, but that's what success gets you. It gets you to the point where niggas feel like, oh, now we gotta hurry up, get there, and because we was in a close playoff game at home. Nah, nigga, we still growing. We are still growing because this team is far from Eagles organization or fucking a Rams organization who we took to the brink yesterday. This team and this roster is far from that. We still got a lot to add to be a Super Bowl contender, right? We know what we got because, again, the question mark coming into this year was what Bryce was going to do for year 3. Can he be that guy? That was everybody's question mark, right? Was he going to be that? Okay, he proved that. So now we still work. We added pieces to the defense in the offseason, but we're still not there. Nobody thought that, okay, with the pieces that we added to the defense that we was going to be a fucking elite defense this year.
Coming from the NFL's worst. You were the worst defense
coming
last
from the
year.
worst defense, so meaning we still got shit to add. Y'all said it. Again, linebackers, we need better linebacker play, more linebacker play. Rose Boone, he did step up this season, great, but we need more than him, right? We also need a pass rush, right? We need a pass rush. Matthew Stafford, I was at the game yesterday. He had all fucking day to throw the ball on every down, on every drive, all day. He sat in the pocket.
That's not on Evero.
Like that's not on it. Like bro, like what are you talking about? We got guys that can't get home. They can't get even when he do blitz, like you said, when Murray when he send the safety blitz, Murray get home. He gets
No,
home majority of the time,
nobody,
but even still, that's
nobody
crazy when
else.
your safety, got to get there. You
Do
need
you
the
notice
guys
that
up front.
Morgan's like the only one in the secondary that actually gets home when they send blitzes like that? Nobody else even
Like
really get home like that.
so we got to stop acting like again that again if we had the same players that Philly has, that Evero was coordinated, and we was middle of the pack, then yes, I would have a problem with Evero.
He's
Yeah.
done it
But that's
though.
not what he got.
I'm
That's
telling
not what
you.
he has.
All right.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have a fucking Pro Bowlers on the front line.
He did. And
All
when
right,
he
y'all.
had
No, he didn't. No, bro,
he
Listen,
did.
no.
listen, y'all. We about to
All right.
wrap this shit up. Listen, we about to wrap this shit up. Um, couple things, man. We're going to get the final segments, man. Just heading into the future, plans. What we, going forward. I'm gonna get everybody, take everybody have 2 minutes to talk about their take going forward. What we need to do. We did talk a lot about that already, but I want to get everybody's final word. But before we hop into that, man, I'm going to let everybody shout out to Regime, man, for the cash app. He said, "Preach, appreciate that, Regime. Appreciate the love, fam." Um, I want to let everybody know, man. Your boy Waves is going to try to get more consistent with the content. We get into that slow part of the year, obviously off season. Still a ton of not no major headlines heading into the Panthers all season. I mean, there's a lot of questions, I think, but I don't think any major headlines like we've had to deal with years prior, quarterback questions, head coaching questions, GM questions. Um, this was a positive year, nevertheless, for everybody. I mean, again, I'm disappointed. I really am, man, with the ending result. Um, but again, man, I keep this left side of my brain just keep telling me, man, like, hey, you guys were not supposed to be here, man. Like I did not expect the growth that we showed this year. I didn't expect that to see that this season. I'm going to be completely honest. If I'm going back to last off season and I'm coming in here today, I never thought that we would have the season that we had this year. I had us at 7 to 8 games, with 8 to be in the stretch. We did get the 8 games, so my prediction was right, or where I thought we would be. Um, I I didn't expect us to have even a shot at the NFC South title. I thought Tampa Bay was going to run away with it. I thought the Falcons was going to be a lot better than they were this year, and it just didn't happen. So I didn't see things fall in the way that fell for Carolina like it did this year. Um, and again, man, a lot of shit had to go right for us to get here. So we have to be realistic and say, like, again, man, it was by the graces of the divine interventions that we are where we are. You get what I'm saying? And I think that remembering that and show that if anything you go take away from this season, the biggest thing that everybody should take away now heading into next year is that you have experience. Your young guys have shown they have been in some big situations at young times in their career. These guys now know what it feels to play for a division game. These guys know what it is to have to win out in order to win, to have a chance at the playoffs. These guys know what it feels like now to win a playoff game at home. To be at home and hosting a playoff game. That is invaluable experience that this team gained this year, and even your coaching staff, right? The experience for the coaching staff, for Dave Canales to have to coach. He's probably been in high situation games at least about 8 games this year where he's had to experience these type of situations. To have postseason experience now, for our quarterback to have postseason experience, guys, it was a step in the right direction. But the question is now is how do you keep building on it? You got to keep building on it. And I think that to me, there's not a ton of subtraction here. I don't think you need to subtract a ton. I think that you need to add. You need to add specifically to the defensive side of the ball. I think everything that you need on offense, the only thing that I can see is a dire starter that you need right now is at tight end. Everything else, depending on Iquanu's health, obviously, man, because I think that it's odd that nothing has came out yet about him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that he's torn ACL, God forbid. But I wouldn't be surprised to hear the worst with him. So you may be in need of a tackle, heading into um, next season. You need to be trying to develop one of those anyway because Taylor Moton has gotten old. He's at the end of his career. You needed to do that anyway. But to me, there's no true hole because you have potential pieces at a lot of important positions. At running back, like I said, you have young guys that you have yet to see. Jonathan Brooks, I don't know if he's going to be the same guy coming back from those injuries. I went bank on it, but I think he got to get at least one more opportunity. He has to get one more opportunity to show because it's just been unfortunate for it, and I hate it for that kid. He needs one more opportunity to show that if he can be that guy because you drafted him high and he's still young, so he still has a chance to turn it around. Trevor Etienne will probably get looks. Call it what you want about him. That guy got carries in a playoff game. No matter if it was just one or two, to get that, man, when you're probably like the third running back on the depth chart, that was great for him. So that's showing me that he has a future here in Carolina. So we'll see how that goes. But the defensive side of the ball, you got to get a pass rush. You got to keep adding pieces in order for this team to take it to the next level. All right. So next conversation. Uh, Go ahead, big bro, man. You got the last 2 minutes, and CLT, you right after him.
Yeah. First off, like I said, man, appreciate the panel this season, man. But Panther Nation, you out there listening. Look, hey, it was a lot to be excited about this year. NFC South champions, home playoff game, and again, a couple plays we would have beat the Rams. You know what I'm saying? So, lot to build off, like Waves and everybody has said. So let's keep building, man. Again, my expectation, barring any major developments or any major injuries, for next year, early too early predictions, I would say, is for us to win the NFC South again next season. That's
Yep.
that's that's my prediction right now. I'm saying it. That's my expectation because we've done it. We did it this year, with this group, like I said. But again, barring any major,
Next year, in
injuries,
theory, should be a better group.
exactly, should be a better group in theory. So, I agree with what everybody said about. Okay, we got to add pieces to the defense, pass rusher, linebacker play, offense, definitely tight end. I think we need another receiver there. Um, and we got to get the line. We got to get a steady line, man. We had a lot of, I think they said that we had like over 20 different starting offensive lineman groups this season. Like it wasn't no consistency on the line this year. And again,
A
they
lot of it
played
was
solid.
injuries.
Yep, a lot of injuries. So I mean, we got to get. I feel like another piece or two there for depth. Would be good.
Iquanu played well this year.
Yaquano, he did. So yeah, that's the offense. Like I said, tight end, another receiver. Coker and Tet is your guys. Um, Horn. He's probably that still that fourth, fifth receiver. He's young, man. He got a lot to learn. I think can he be a gadget guy to come in and make some plays for us? Absolutely. The Excel experiment got to move on from, or if you do keep him, again he's relegated to that fifth or sixth receiver. But yeah, so offensively, that's what we need: defense, pass rush, linebacker. But honestly, guys, look. Great season. I'm disappointed. I mean, I ain't even gonna say I'm disappointed. I mean, I wanted to win yesterday. I did. How we played,
30
I'm
seconds,
happy.
big bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy about what we did yesterday, man. Even in the loss, this team has hope, man. But hey, Panther Nation, something to be proud for. Look for next year. Hey, keep pounding. Let's go.
All right, CLT, go ahead and close us out, bro.
Man, I just want to say, man, cheers to a successful year. Cheers to promise. Cheers to Life is a Wave podcast. It's hard to say see you later, right? We played a hell of a game, and they gave us so much to look forward to. Um, great season. Like I said, it's just hard to sit back these next 8 months without our team playing, but it gave us great optimism. Um, I do want to mention that I will be gearing up my podcast this off season. So I want Wavez, I want the panel to pull up on me. I've been supposed to do this for the last 2 3 years, but I'm gonna get myself in the booth and
Yes,
launch
sir.
that
Yes, sir.
this off season. But I'm proud of the boys, man. If we can keep the band intact and improve, let's just keep making them our believers, man. Keep pounding.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Y'all stay tuned, man, for CLT content dropping soon. Um, hey, look, man, it's been a hell of a year, guys. Y'all stay posted to my community posts. That'll let you guys know, man, kind of how we're gonna navigate things, man, enter into the all season, the live schedule, and what we're gonna have for. Like I said, we head into that slow motion season, so we're gonna figure out how we jig everything, man. So I'm gonna get to the drawing board to see how we're gonna attack it. But again, my promise this year is to bring y'all more. So we definitely go look at everything, man. But I'm thankful for the support this season, guys, from everybody, from all the surfers out there, man, pulling up every fucking week. I appreciate everybody, man. Everybody that sent the cash app, everybody that pressed the like or subscribe button, man, to the channel. It is definitely hell of a year for us, man, and a lot to build on, man. The future is bright here, guys. The future is bright. You know, we woke up a lot of people this year. We are no longer slept on. If anything we brought out of this season, we're no longer slept on. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see how this shit keep going. But listen, man, until we talk again, life is just a wave, baby. Peace.